Hello everybody, welcome to my channel today. If you're new, hello and welcome. My name is Justine. I live on the west coast of Canada and I'm in my mid to late 40s and I film beauty videos about 2 to 3 times a week. So if that's something that you're interested in, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my latest videos. Now today is one of my favorite videos to film as well as watch, and that is favorites. That is for the month of September. I'm going to share with you guys what I have been using and loving for this month. It doesn't necessarily mean I bought them this month. They could be old favorites that I'm revisiting and falling in love with again. So I do a little bit of skincare and a little bit of lifestyle, and then at the end, unfortunately, I have a couple of fails as well. So what I decided last month for this month is I'm going to do a YouTuber of the month that's my favorite and share with you guys somebody that I think you might be interested in. I know a lot of my subscribers are either Canadians or in my same age group, so that's why you're here. So I will try and pass on some other people who have content that is similar to mine. Now I have a list of people I'm going to do, and this lady was on my list, but I hadn't decided I was going to put her this month, but I am because of a special reason. Her name is Marnie Goldberg. I believe she's called Ms. Gold Girl on YouTube. I'll link her channel below. She is a lovely lady. She's similar in age to me, maybe a little bit younger, and she posts similar things to me. She does beauty, lifestyle, travel. She does vlogs. She has a little bit more of an exciting life than me. She's got 2 older boys. I think one's in college, one's in high school, and she's got some really fun, interesting content. She posts about books, travel, all sorts of stuff, and she's just an everyday woman, and I just really, really enjoy her content. And oh, and she lives in Texas, so I always enjoy hearing about Texas and life in Texas and things like that. I find that very interesting. And the reason why I mentioned her first is a little bit of self-serving, is because I won one of her draws on YouTube. She just reached 100,000 subscribers, so that kind of tells you how good she is. And I entered one of her draws and I won a $100 gift card. And of course, where do you think I chose it? Is Sephora. So I did get my card and I'm going to hold it and save it for the Sephora VIB sale. So Marnie, I know you're not watching, but Marnie, thank you so much. And I hope some of you guys will go and check her out because she has really interesting material and I really enjoy her content, and I think you will too. So next thing I want to mention, I have mentioned it before and I always forget to keep reminding you guys, is about Ebates. If you haven't used Ebates, you must. I use it all the time. I've been using it for about a year now, and I've even got my husband doing it after he's seen how big my checks are. All you have to do is click on Ebates before you click on a regular retailer that you use, in particular Sephora. Sometimes I get 8% back. I'll link below a little video all about Ebates if you're interested, but I just wanted to mention that this month I got a check and it was so high because I used it when I booked all my travel arrangements through Expedia. I got 8% back on all the hotels that I booked. Now, I know it's not a huge amount, but it adds up, and I ended up getting a check for just over $200. So I got $200 off my holiday, and I know in the grand scheme of how much my holiday costs, it's not that much, but it does definitely add up. And of course, mixed in there with some other purchases, because Amazon's on there, eBay, just to name a couple, but I do use the Sephora button quite a bit, and they often have 8%. So I just felt I had to mention it again. I do have a link below. I believe I'd get some sort of a referral cash for it. If you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. I just thought I would make it easy and put a link down there, but you can just go to ebates.com, ebates.ca. It's in America and Canada, and sign up there. And I highly, highly recommend it, especially with the upcoming holiday shopping and the Sephora VIB sale and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to mention it again because it is such a great service. And it works. I know sometimes if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Well, this case, it isn't. So the next thing I'm going to share with you guys is a little bit of skincare. So the first thing is this nifty little gadget. It was on the Sephora website. It is a silicone kind of spatula. And what I use it for is masks. That's what it's intended for. How many of you guys have a jar of clay masks in particular and you're digging through to put it on your face? This is a spatula. It's super hygienic because you're not digging your fingers in there. You're not getting all mask underneath your nails. It's just a really easy way to apply masks. I do already own one from Glam Glow, but it's a brush. I got it as a freebie in a gift set a while back. And already the ferrule is already falling off and all that. Whereas this I just find so much more hygienic and easy to clean and easy to use. I have never used this nubbly end. I'm really not quite sure what that's intended for. Maybe if you have like a facial scrub or something. I don't know. I haven't used that. I just use this end, easy peasy. The next thing is something from Elemis. This is the Papaya Enzyme Peel. It is a mask and it is a chemical exfoliant. And I love it. I put it on about 10 or 15 minutes before I have a shower, so like a mask. It smells amazing and it gently exfoliates your skin. My skin personally loves to be exfoliated. I use a Clarisonic, and then I also use chemical exfoliant creams like Good Genes. But I also like to have that little bit of extra. My skin needs to be exfoliated as much as possible. So I'm really enjoying this. I got it from the FabFitFun box, but I'm very familiar with Elemis. I have used many of their products before. They are a UK company. I actually used to use all Elemis products, but then I just moved on to other things. I used to use their cleansers, toners, moisturizers, you name it, because I just loved the brand. So this is no exception. I also really, really enjoy this. I should also just add, it's very similar, well, it's supposed to be similar to the Kate Somerville Exfoliate, and I did have that. I had a full bottle of it and absolutely hated it. I got that also from a FabFitFun box, and I don't know why it didn't end up in my empties. I might have just got rid of it because I hated it that much. It stunk, it didn't work. This I find makes my skin look really nice and bright, and I really enjoy it. The next one is, I've only been using it a month, and I probably shouldn't really be saying too much because I think you need to use products a lot longer, but this is the Drunk Elephant TLC Glycolic Night Serum, and I am loving it. I have had so many struggles with my skin the past couple of months, and I've had cysts and all sorts, and as soon as I started upping my glycolic acid products, my skin has been so happy and clearing up. It's just a wonderful product. I love Drunk Elephant. And I think it's a combination of all the glycolic acid treatments that I've been using. Last month I mentioned to you guys the Neostrata line that I've been using in the day and loving, and I've now added this for my evening. So my skin is getting a ton of glycolic acid and it loves it. I know some people have a lot of sensitivity to it, so please be careful and use it sparingly and just gradually work your way up when using it. But it is just a gorgeous product. I love the company, and I'm definitely going to start dabbling in more of their products. I'm also currently using their eye cream and also really enjoying that. The next is nail polish. I usually mention a couple of nail polishes that I'm loving, and this time I'm mentioning 4, and of course they're all Essie. I just love Essie nail polishes. I usually always show you guys an Essie nail polish that I'm enjoying, and I am loving all these fall colors. These are from their fall 2018 collection. It's a New York theme, and I think I own almost all of them. So this one is the kind of a pumpkin latte kind of a color, and it's called FallforNYC. I did wear this color and I got so many compliments, but of all the Essie polishes I've owned, this one did chip kind of fast, which is unusual. I usually can get definitely between 7 to 14 days. Usually with the lighter, sheerer colors, definitely closer to the 14, believe it or not. And the darker colors, usually I get about 10. And I think this color in particular, I only got 7. So just bear that in mind. I always do the same routine of my nails, but maybe I missed a step or something. I don't know, but that one just didn't last as long. These two colors, they're kind of plummy mauve colors, I just got, so I haven't actually worn them yet, but I'm just loving this collection. So this lighter mauve is called Ittakesawestvillage, and this kind of mulberry one is called Shop, Drop and Shop, which speaks to me. And this is the coppery color that I'm actually wearing right now. I know it doesn't really go with the rest of my look, but that's okay. And it's called Sayitaintsoho. There is another color, it's like a navy blue, and there was also like a pewter, kind of a silver. I didn't pick those up. They're a little bit out of my comfort zone, so I didn't choose those, but I'm just loving this Essie Fall collection. If you love nail polish and want to get some fall colors, I would definitely check them out. And I got mine from Shoppers Drug Mart and Walmart. The next is a lip gloss that I've just been loving. This is from Nars. It's the Orgasm Full Vinyl Lip Gloss, I believe. And it's just such a gorgeous, peachy, gold color, and I often wear it as a lipstick topper. I haven't worn it on its own. I did once and I found it a little bit too light. I shouldn't really wear it on top of this pink look, but oh well. It just gives it a nice soft look. It softens down the color and gives a little bit of sheen. And I've always wanted to use the Nars Orgasm collection, but I'm allergic to all Nars lipsticks with the exception of this vinyl gloss. I can't wear the regular lip glosses, but I can wear this one. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm really, really enjoying that one. This is a handy dandy thing from e.l.f. I've actually had it sitting in my drawer for eons and just kind of forgot about it. I'd heard good things about it and just forgot. And it is basically a Tide pen for your eyes. And it's just like a little kind of wet nib, the same as the Tide pen. And if you have any little goofs on your eyes with mascara, eyeliner, it just comes off in a cinch, doesn't mess up all your makeup, doesn't leave a residue. I just love it, and I've been using it so many times for my little accidents, and it's e.l.f., so you know it's very, very affordable. The next thing, I'm going to save that one, I'm going to go into one little fashion thing, is this sweater cardigan coat. I just love it. I bought this last year and I love it so much and wear it so much. I'm going to insert a photo of me wearing it because I wear it all the time. It's just such a gorgeous coat. I live on the West Coast, so it can be, our weather changes by the hour. Sometimes it can start pouring rain and then be sunny. So it's just a perfect cozy coat. It looks very stylish. It has a hood, so if, like I mentioned, if it starts raining out of nowhere, I've got a hood to just quickly put over my head. It is from the company called Love Stitch. I bought it at a local boutique where I live, but the boutique where I live, they sell all different brands. So I looked it up and you can get it online. It comes in this gray, it has a charcoal gray, a beautiful cranberry, a navy blue, I can't remember all the other colors, but this year they brought out a cream. And so I think I'm going to ask my parents for that for my birthday because I just love this sweater cardigan. I get so many compliments. It's long, goes down to my calves. Like I said, I'll put in a picture here. It's just a big slouchy cardigan, and honestly, every time I wear it, people are like, where did you get that? It just looks so cozy and comfortable. And it's just worn really well. I wore it to death all last fall, winter, and spring, and I've dug it out again this fall, and I've been wearing it so much this month. So definitely check it out, and I'll put a link to the actual company called Love Stitch. So the next one, of course, will come as no surprise, and it is the Charlotte Tilbury Stars in Your Eyes palette. Now, I'll link below. I've done all the looks in videos for you guys so you could see each one of the looks in action, kind of as an exercise to myself as well as helping you guys out, because I had a feeling I would never use these, sorry, this is like a mirror, these last two looks because they're a little bit deep. Today I'm wearing this plum one, which is the Confident Eyes, because I just filmed the makeup tutorial just before this. It is a little deep for me and a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I pushed myself to try it and I really, really enjoyed it. Out of this whole palette, I probably get the most wear out of these 6 shades here, but I definitely will mix and match throughout the whole palette. I am so impressed with all the formula, the wear, the blending. I did buy last year's palette and I was so disappointed in it that I actually returned it. It was that bad. I only liked one of the looks, so I just did not feel like I was getting the value for money. This one, I am definitely getting the value for money. It is a gorgeous palette. I will mention, and I mentioned that in my video today when I was filming, that this particular one, which is called the Happy Eyes, it went on very pigmented and the colors were true and beautiful, but about 4 to 5 hours later, they definitely lost their vibrancy, which was a bit surprising to me because I haven't really experienced that very much with eyeshadow. So I found it a bit surprising that colors that were so vivid at the beginning kind of faded throughout the day. So keep that in mind with the darker colors. This one I haven't worn the whole day yet, so we'll see later tonight. But yeah, so if you like your makeup to last a long time, which of course who doesn't, keep that in mind. So now I'm just going to give you guys a couple of honorable mentions. I'm not going to put them in my favorites for several reasons. The first section is also Charlotte Tilbury, and that is the Pillow Talk collection. So I was one of the lucky few people that was able to grab this before it went out of stock. I ordered it the pre-order and I think it was out of stock before it even officially launched. I don't know that for sure, but it was very fast anyway. So it is the blush and the eyeshadow quad. And yes, these are gorgeous, but I'm not gonna say to you, oh no, this so I didn't want to put it in my favorites because it's not available and nobody knows. I'm getting all these different rumors, but it seems to be the majority are saying it's going to be coming back in spring 2019. So it's a long time to wait. But I just want to mention to you guys, I wasn't able to dupe it. I did find that in this palette, this first one is called the Love Eyes. I did find the colors similar in tone. They weren't the same. There's no way you could dupe them. I also watched Mel Thompson. She used to be called Puffin's wife, and she has a huge makeup collection, and she said she wasn't able to dupe it either. That being said, I don't think it's something that you just have to have. In comparison, these are very similar in price, and you're getting 4 trios in here and just 1 quad with this palette. So this one has so much more value for money. And like I said, you do have a similar tone look in here. So for me, I mean, I'm so pleased I got it. I really enjoyed it. And honestly, it's actually 3 colors for me because I don't use these pop shades. I really don't like them. They're kind of chunky glitter to me. Too much sparkle. So out of here, really, I'll be using the 3 shades. And yes, I will definitely use them and really enjoy them. But I don't think it's something that, oh, you just have to get it. And, you know, even pay exorbitant prices on eBay to make sure you get it. It's very, very nice, but I actually think this one is better. And also, I just wanted to add, I know it's a little bit early for me to put this as a favorites this month because I have only had it a short time, but I have had an opportunity to try all of the shades. But I also wanted to put it in this month's favorites because I'm quite certain it will be gone by the end of October because it is a limited edition holiday palette and they usually sell out quite quickly. The next one also is from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm putting this as an honorable mention, and it is the Bar of Gold Trio Highlighting Palette. It is lovely. I have 0 complaints. However, do you have to have it? No. It's gorgeous, but I have many other highlighters that are also lovely. In particular, my Becca highlighters I think are stunning. I think Charlotte does mature skin really well and doesn't emphasize texture, which is a huge bonus. It has 3 lovely colors that are very wearable, but it is very expensive, and I just think there are also many great highlighting palettes out there. So I'm not going to say also with this one, you must get it before it sells out. It's lovely, and if you are a huge Charlotte fan and you love collecting her products and using them, this was definitely a hit. Sometimes her products are misses for me. I'll get to that in a minute. But this is very nice, but like I said, don't break your budget to go and get it. So now to fails. I often forget to do fails, and usually I don't always have a whole lot of them, and most of these items are gone, so that's why I always forget about them, because they're not sitting physically in front of me. So the first one I'm going to start off with was this Nars Climax mascara. I got this as a sample, and I love it. I love the big brush. It gave me length, volume, va-va-voom, and then I had raccoon eyes. That is my biggest problem. So many mascaras transfer on me. I do have very long lashes because I use eyelash serum, and I have very oily eyelids. So the combination of the two and them rubbing on my eyelids, I often get transfer. So I'm always on the hunt to find a mascara that will tick all the boxes, and I'm really struggling to find one. But anyway, if you don't have that issue, you don't have oily eyelids or super long lashes, you probably would really enjoy this because it is a gorgeous mascara. The next one is, I'm gonna have to insert a photo. I've mentioned to you guys before that I don't buy a lot of drugstore makeup, and it's not because I'm a luxury makeup snob, it's because I find a lot of drugstore makeup, at least in Canada, is almost the same price as Sephora, maybe a couple of bucks more, and with Sephora you have the money back guarantee, and a lot of their products tend to be better quality. So that's why I don't tend to buy a lot of drugstore. But I saw, I think it was an article on an Australian brand of makeup that was coming to my local drugstore, and it was called Nude by Nature. Now, that really piqued my interest. Nudes, which I love, and then nature kind of sounds like it might be natural, and I believe it was a mineral type of makeup. So I went into my local drugstore, and this palette was $50. Now that is unusual for a drugstore, so that's what I'm talking about. For $50, I can get a palette from Sephora, from Too Faced, Tarte, Urban Decay, Anastasia, and I know the quality is going to be there. So this palette, I thought, I'm going to take a chance, and it was horrendous. There was zero pigment. There was a gorgeous vivid blue, and I know I probably wouldn't get a lot of wear out of that, but I wanted to try it. Every single one of the colors was just dismal, like transparent on my eyes. I would use even a white brush and there would be nothing on the brush. It was that bad. And you know what? I said, you know what? I'm taking this back. And I know my drugstore, or at least in Canada, a lot of them are kind of, they don't want you returning things. So that's also why I don't like buying things from a drugstore. But this, I was angry and I was like, no, I want my money back. 50 bucks is a lot of money on an eyeshadow palette that is far inferior. So I returned that. The next one was Urban Decay. They're 24-hour eyeliners. Same thing, transfer. I bought a gorgeous teal one. I love teal eyeliners, and I bought it from the Born to Run collection. And I'll insert a photo. You guys will see it's all on my eyelid. I think I had a photo. If you don't see one, sorry, but I'm pretty sure I took a photo to show you guys because it was all over my eyelids and none was on my line anymore. So that was a huge fail and I was not happy about that. The next one is Charlotte Tilbury, and you guys are probably all like, what? Because everybody's giving it rave reviews, but it's that Magic Away concealer. I just did not like it. First of all, you get no product, and you guys can see I'm going to insert a photo here. That was 2 uses, how much I had to click it and wind it up. And if you saw my video of what my first impressions, you saw I had to wind it up maybe 10 times just to get some product through. But that wasn't my issue. I will pay the money if it's a good product. I used it as a blemish concealer. It didn't really cover that well. It was too sheer. It kind of went a little bit cakey. And under eyes, it was creased before I even finished all of my makeup. And I immediately powdered afterwards. I'd used many different powders. I tried using a brush, and then the next day I used my beauty blender, so I did mix it up. I even used the Charlotte Tilbury powder just because I thought, well, if her products should work well together, and it just didn't work. So I tried to return it, and it said there should be a return stamp thing inside, but there wasn't. And then I contacted Charlotte Tilbury and they said, no, you've just got to send it back. I went to the post office and it actually cost $15 to ship it back. So I just thought, forget it, I'll just keep it. So I did use it a couple more times. So I did get more times and I thought, you know, I really don't like this. It's just not working for me. So when I got my big palette in the mail, they did this time put in a return stamp. So I shipped it back. I just did not want that. It didn't work for me. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree because everybody seems to be loving it, but I just did not. And last but not least was something from Natasha Denona. It was her liquid lipsticks. There's not many liquid lipsticks out there that I can wear because most of them have phenoxyethanol in them. And so I never really get much of a chance to try them, but I do like a matte lip. So when Natasha Denona brought some out, and she had one in particular called Melba, so it sounds peach, I was super excited to try it. So I did get it, and first things first, when I opened it, there was no stopper, so I don't know if mine was broken or maybe hers don't carry stopper, so I had way too much product on the brush. And I put it on and it looked nice, and then it dried down, and I'll insert a photo so you can see I look like one of those apple dolls you make and your lips all shrivel up like a prune. I just looked awful. So I did put a gloss on top and I thought, well, this is just crazy. Why am I buying this expensive liquid lip and I can't even wear it on its own? You have to wear a gloss on top, otherwise it won't work. So then it totally defeats the purpose of a liquid lip. I will say though, it did last a very long time. So if you don't mind, or maybe you have fuller lips or you don't wrinkle as easy, I don't know. Anyway, I didn't enjoy it and so I did return that. So anyway, that concludes my favorites and fails. I just love September. I love the fall weather and the leaves and sweaters and boots and things like that. So I'm really enjoying this month, and now I'm excited for October because it's Thanksgiving and Halloween and all sorts of holidays here. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please click like, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!